Listen up, I'm talking to you right now. That voice inside your head that tells you, not today, just one more day, it's got to go. It's the voice of laziness, and it's holding you back. But today, right now, in this moment, you're going to make a decision to silence it forever. You're here to unleash your potential, to become the greatest version of yourself. But laziness is a trap. It's a quiet killer of dreams. It tells you to settle for what's easy, and in doing so, it robs you of your greatness. It says, take the easy road, while the world is waiting for you to take the path of relentless action, of unshakable determination. And you say, let me tell you something, action is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's about choosing action over comfort. When you feel that hesitation, that desire to procrastinate, push past it, get uncomfortable, that's where the growth happens. You've been holding on to comfort for too long, but comfort won't take you to the next level. Relentless drive is the fuel you need. You've got to rise above every excuse, every setback, every doubt that tries to pull you back into the darkness of complacency. Right now, break the chains that laziness has placed around you. It's time to master your mind and decide what kind of future you want. If you're ready to create something massive, something unstoppable, then you need to take full control and put in the work, day in and day out. The key is not to wait for motivation to strike. The key is to create your own momentum. The second you commit to doing something, you start building the energy, the focus, and the hunger for more. It all starts with one decision, one action, and from there, the rest falls into place. It's time to take full responsibility for your future. Your greatness is waiting, but it's not going to come to you while you sit back and wait. You've got to get up, get moving, and own your destiny. Kill your laziness before it kills your potential. The world is waiting for you to show up, and when you do, nothing and no one can stop you. Now go and take action right now. Action over comfort is one of the most powerful principles you can adopt in your life if you're serious about achieving greatness. Comfort is a trap, a deceptive illusion that tells you everything is okay as long as you stay where you are. It's like a cozy blanket wrapping around you, offering a false sense of security. But underneath that comfort lies a future full of regrets, unfulfilled potential, and missed opportunities. You can either choose to stay comfortable and live a life of mediocrity, or you can choose action, an action that pushes you outside of your comfort zone, forces you to grow, and ultimately creates the life you truly desire. The reality is that comfort zones don't breed success. They breed stagnation. They allow you to exist, but they don't allow you to live. Comfort zones keep you exactly where you are right now, with no room for advancement, no room for expansion, and no room for the greatness that lies inside you. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that comfort is the goal. That if you just find the perfect balance, the perfect level of ease, that life will somehow be enough. But it won't. It never does. Success doesn't come from staying the same. It comes from change, from the courage to take action, even when it feels uncomfortable. It's the discomfort of pushing yourself that unlocks your true potential. Every single great achievement in history has been born out of discomfort, out of action. Think about the great innovators, the leaders, the champions. They didn't sit back and wait for things to happen to them. They made things happen. They embraced the challenge, stepped into the unknown, and took action even when the road ahead was unclear. It's this kind of mindset that separates those who achieve extraordinary things from those who simply wish for them. Action over comfort is about making the decision to act in the face of fear, doubt, or uncertainty. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, even when the easy way out is right in front of you. If you're serious about reaching your full potential, you must embrace the idea that action is non-negotiable. So it's not something you do when it's convenient or when the conditions are perfect. You have to make the decision that no matter what, you will take action toward your goals every single day. That doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or challenges, because you will. It doesn't mean that every decision will be the right one, because it won't. But what it does mean is that you are committed to growth. And growth is always found outside of the comfort zone. When you take action, you begin to move. And when you move, things start to change. Opportunities start to open up. You start to attract the resources, the people, and the circumstances that will help you get to the next level. But you can't expect any of that to happen if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to magically fall into place. You have to act, and you have to act now. The truth is, life is a series of moments, and those moments are defined by the choices you make. Every choice you make is either leading you toward your goals or away from them. The choice to stay comfortable, to put things off for another day, to procrastinate, those are all choices that lead you further from the person you want to become. But the choice to take action, to move forward, no matter how hard it is, that's the choice that propels you closer to the life you dream of. Taking action means being willing to fail. It means being willing to struggle. It means being willing to feel uncertain. But it also means that you are willing to succeed, to grow, and to transform. Action is where the magic happens, and comfort is where the dreams go to die. You may be wondering why it's so difficult to break free from comfort. The reason is simple. Our brains are wired to seek out ease. We're hardwired to avoid discomfort because, at one point in history, discomfort could have meant danger. But today, discomfort is often just the feeling of stepping into something new, something unknown. The fear we experience when we think about taking action isn't real danger. It's simply the discomfort of change. And change, while it can be scary, is exactly what we need to grow. To step into a new version of ourselves, we have to leave the old version behind. And that means making the conscious choice to take action, even when everything inside of us wants to stay in the comfortable, familiar place. The only way to break through this barrier is to shift your mindset. You have to recognize that comfort is a lie. It's a temporary illusion that holds you in place while the world around you moves forward. If you want to be successful, you have to train your mind to crave action instead of comfort. There will always be obstacles, always be reasons to stay where you are, but what separates those who rise above their circumstances from those who remain stuck is the ability to take consistent action even when things don't seem perfect. The world rewards action. It rewards those who are willing to take risks, those who are willing to step outside their comfort zones, and those who are willing to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Every time you take action, no matter how small the step, you are building momentum, and momentum is powerful. When you start taking action, even if it's just one small step every day, you'll begin to feel the shift. You'll start to notice new opportunities opening up, new ideas flowing, and new energy coming into your life. But all of that starts with the decision to act. You have the power to create the life you want, but you have to be willing to put in the work. Comfort will never create the life you desire. Only action will. So ask yourself, are you ready to make that commitment? Are you ready to step into the discomfort, to challenge yourself, and to take the actions necessary to create the life you want? The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. Take that first step and don't stop moving forward. Relentless drive is the force that propels you forward when everything inside you is screaming to stop. It's the energy that pushes you through obstacles, through challenges, through setbacks, and most importantly, through the doubts that arise within yourself. It's not just about pushing through the easy times, but about being able to stand strong and keep moving even when the road ahead seems impossible, when the obstacles are insurmountable, and when every ounce of your being wants to give up. It's about developing an unshakable will to keep going no matter what. Relentless drive is the key to success, to greatness, to living a life that exceeds your wildest expectations. Most people will only put in the effort when it's convenient, when things are going well, when they feel motivated. But those who achieve greatness, those who become legends, are the ones who are driven no matter what. Their drive doesn't come from external circumstances or even from motivation. It comes from within. It's an inner fire, a burning desire to achieve, to grow, to overcome, and to never settle for anything less than their absolute best. This kind of drive isn't something that's given to you. It's something that you have to cultivate. It's something that you have to choose every single day. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, because relentless drive refuses to let you stay down. Every time you get knocked down, it tells you to rise. Every time you encounter an obstacle, it tells you to figure out the way around it. Every time you face fear, it tells you to push through it. Relentless drive isn't about achieving a single goal. It's about developing the strength to keep going, to keep striving, and to never give up. It's a mindset, a belief system that says, I will not be stopped. I will not quit. You see, it's easy to be motivated when things are going well. But the real test of your drive comes when things aren't easy, when life punches you in the face, when everything seems to be going wrong, when you feel like you're at your breaking point. That's when your true character is revealed. That's when your relentless drive is tested. And if you have it, you won't back down. You won't quit. You'll keep pushing even when the odds are stacked against you. When you can learn to turn every failure into fuel for your fire, that's when you know you've mastered the art of relentless drive. You'll start seeing challenges as opportunities. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every setback becomes a stepping stone toward your success. But relentless drive isn't just about overcoming external obstacles. It's also about overcoming the internal ones. It's about facing your own self-doubt, your own fears, your own insecurities. It's about pushing through the negative voices in your head that tell you that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that it's too hard. Relentless drive is about rejecting those voices and continuing to move forward even when your mind tells you to stop. It's about conditioning yourself to see the possibility even when you're faced with the impossible. It's about believing in yourself, believing in your abilities, and having the confidence to go after what you want, regardless of the challenges that stand in your way. And when you develop this kind of mindset, you begin to notice that you attract people, situations, and opportunities that align with your drive. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about aligning your energy with the results you want. When you have relentless drive, you become a magnet for success. But developing relentless drive is not easy. It takes time, commitment, and consistency. It takes waking up every day with purpose and with intention. It means putting in the work even when you don't feel like it. It means staying focused on your goals even when the distractions are overwhelming. It means making sacrifices, staying disciplined, and refusing to let anything or anyone stand in your way. This kind of drive doesn't come from wishing for success or hoping that things will work out. It comes from taking massive action every day and committing to the process. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be times when things aren't going your way, but it's during those times that relentless drive shows its true power. It keeps you going when everyone else says stop. It keeps you working when everyone else is resting. It's the fuel that keeps your engine running when your body is tired, when your mind is drained, and when your spirit feels weak. One of the greatest things about relentless drive is that it's contagious. When you start showing up every day with the determination to succeed, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy becomes infectious, and people will start to notice your drive. They'll see your commitment, your focus, your willingness to push through the toughest of times, and they'll be motivated to do the same. It spreads like wildfire, and soon enough you'll find yourself surrounded by people who share the same level of drive, people who are equally committed to achieving their goals and overcoming their own obstacles. The right kind of people will be drawn to you, and together you'll achieve even greater success. But that all starts with you. It starts with your own commitment to relentless drive. If you want to inspire others, you have to be the example. You have to be the one who shows up, who works hard, who doesn't quit no matter what. The road to success isn't smooth. It's not a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and failures. But if you have relentless drive, you will learn to embrace the journey. You will learn to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. You'll learn that the struggles, the challenges, and the hard times are all part of what makes success so rewarding. Without them, there would be no growth, no development, no sense of achievement. It's the obstacles that shape us, that test our character, that reveal what we're really made of. And if you have relentless drive, you will face those obstacles head on, and you will keep moving forward no matter how tough things get. Because when you develop relentless drive, nothing, absolutely nothing can stand in your way. Mastering your mind is perhaps the most powerful skill you can develop in life. The mind is the gateway to everything you experience. It shapes your perception of reality, dictates how you respond to challenges, and ultimately determines your success or failure. Every action you take, every decision you make begins in the mind. If you don't control your mind, it will control you. It will limit you, hold you back, and make you believe that you are not capable of achieving the extraordinary things you're truly capable of. The first step in mastering your mind is to understand that it is yours to control. It doesn't have to control you. You have the ability to reprogram it, to reshape your thoughts, beliefs, and actions so that they align with your highest potential. But to do that, you must become conscious of the power of your thoughts and recognize the impact they have on your life. Your mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it requires proper usage. If you allow it to drift aimlessly, it will work against you. The human mind is like a garden. If you don't consciously cultivate it, weeds will take over. These weeds are negative thoughts, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs that prevent you from reaching your true potential. They might seem small at first, but left unchecked, they can grow into insurmountable barriers. However, if you choose to plant seeds of positivity, confidence, and resilience, you'll cultivate a garden full of growth, opportunity, and success. To master your mind, you must first gain control over your thoughts. It's crucial to recognize that you are not your thoughts. Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean it's true. Thoughts are fleeting, they come and go, and you have the power to choose which ones you allow to take root and which ones you dismiss. The key to mastery lies in the ability to observe your thoughts without judgment, to notice when negative thoughts arise, and to redirect them toward thoughts that serve your highest purpose. One of the greatest challenges people face is their inner critic, the voice inside their head that constantly tells them they're not good enough, that they can't do something, or that they don't deserve success. This voice can be incredibly loud and convincing, but it's important to remember that it's just a voice. It's not reality. It's a voice that has been shaped by past experiences, fears, and doubts, and it does not represent who you truly are. Mastering your mind means learning to quiet that inner critic, to silence the voices that hold you back, and to replace them with empowering beliefs. Instead of listening to the voice that says you're not capable, replace it with the voice that says, I am more than capable. I can do anything I set my mind to. Another critical aspect of mastering your mind is managing your emotions. Our emotions can be powerful drivers of action, but they can also cloud our judgment and lead us to make irrational decisions. If you allow your emotions to dictate your actions, you become a slave to them. Mastery of the mind means recognizing that you have the power to choose your emotional responses regardless of external circumstances. Emotions are natural, and they are a part of being human, but they do not have to control you. When you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or angry, you have the ability to pause, breathe, and choose how you respond. The more you practice this, the more you realize that your emotions are simply signals. They don't define you. You don't have to react impulsively to every emotion that arises. Instead, you can choose to respond in a way that serves your growth, your peace, and your success. One of the most powerful ways to master your mind is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. When you are mindful, you're not lost in the past or future, you're completely in the here and now. This helps you gain clarity and insight into what's truly important and what's just noise in your mind. With mindfulness, you can detach from the constant stream of thoughts and learn to observe them objectively. You'll begin to notice patterns in your thinking, and with practice, you can start to shift your thinking from negative and limiting to positive and expansive. Mastering your mind also involves developing a strong sense of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals, to resist distractions, and to keep pushing forward even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to get distracted by the constant pull of instant gratification, but true mastery comes from the ability to delay short-term pleasure for long-term success. Self-discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about making the choice day in and day out to stay aligned with your vision, even when the going gets tough. When you master your mind, you master your actions, and when you master your actions, you create your reality. Your mind can either work for you or against you, but it's up to you to make that choice. Every decision you make, every action you take is a reflection of the thoughts and beliefs that reside in your mind. So if you want to change your reality, you must first change your thoughts. One of the most powerful tools for mastering your mind is visualization. Visualization is the practice of creating vivid mental images of the life you want to create. It's about seeing yourself achieving your goals, experiencing your success, and living the life of your dreams. When you visualize, you're training your mind to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So by visualizing success, you're creating the neural pathways that will help bring that success into your reality. Visualization helps you stay focused on your goals and strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve them. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must also take action. Your thoughts and your actions must align. You must have the mindset of success and the drive to back it up. Affirmations are another powerful tool for mastering your mind. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself in order to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you repeat affirmations consistently, you begin to shift your beliefs and your thought patterns. You start to believe that you are capable of achieving your goals, that you are worthy of success, and that you are in control of your destiny. Affirmations help you reinforce a positive mindset and create the mental environment that supports your growth and success. Mastering your mind also requires letting go of past baggage and limiting beliefs that hold you back. Many people carry around beliefs that they're not good enough, that they're not deserving of success, or that they're incapable of achieving their dreams. These beliefs are often the result of past experiences, negative conditioning, or societal expectations. But just because you believe something in the past doesn't mean it's true. Mastery means releasing these old beliefs and choosing to adopt new, empowering ones. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and letting go of guilt, shame, and regret. It means stepping into your power and believing that you are worthy of the success and happiness you desire. The journey to mastering your mind is not an overnight process. It takes time, effort, and persistence, but every small step you take toward mastery makes a difference. Every time you catch a negative thought and redirect it, every time you choose to respond rather than react, every time you stay disciplined and focused on your goals, you are strengthening your mind. And as your mind strengthens, so does your ability to create the life you want. When you master your mind, you unlock your true potential, and there is no limit to what you can achieve.